So the A-Class in India has been seen in the guise of the GLA and the CLA, but for the first time ever, we are getting the A-Class Limousine, as they are calling it now. Well, it is the sedan which is going to have a boot. Now, the design a lot different from the CLA, but let's begin with what we expect to come under the bonnet. The hood, this is going to have a 2-liter turbocharged engine that produces 306 HP and 400 Nm of torque. Now, that is for the AMG version that we are seeing here, and as you can see, it has all the AMG trims over here, the AMG grille, the large air dam at the bottom. The headlights on this A-Class are sort of reverse stick headlights that you can see over here. Coming round to the side, you have large 235/40 18-inch alloys with disc brakes. Side profile has very strong character lines, one strong one that runs across the shoulder and the second one that runs across the bottom of the door, giving it a lot of muscle. Even the bonnet has the contours that give it a lot of muscle, despite it being quite flat and wide on the other side. Let's come round to the rear. On the rear of this AMG version, we see the dual exhaust at the bottom, very strong skid plate over there, spoiler at the rear of the boot, and of course the twin tick mark tail lamps that run across the sides. While we're here at the boot, let's talk about the boot space. It is a fairly large boot, and I'm going to stick my hand all the way in so you can see it goes fairly deep. So 2 large suitcases, well, I think you can definitely get them in here quite easily. The thing to know about this A-Class is that it is a really great aerodynamic package. It is the slipperiest of production cars with a 0.22 drag coefficient. It also is the 4MATIC version, so of course power sent to whichever wheel you need to get you out of any kind of situation. Let's get into the car and see what it's like on the inside. On the inside, you see the AMG seats with the red stitching on it. You see the flat bottom steering. Even this has the red stitching across it. Very sporty 3-spoke steering. You see the controls on the steering, which have now the touch pads, which goes with the new MBUX system, which this car will come equipped with. The dual integrated screens that we've seen on other cars. Turbine-like air vents that sit across this massive bar that runs across the bottom half of the dash. Now, for the AMG version, it's got a nice carbon fiber finish, and I really like this brushed aluminium that I'm seeing running across the top ledge on the dash. There's a steep ledge here, very different in its design. It's got layers to it, this dashboard, and I'm seeing the brushed aluminium that runs across the door as well over here. So a really rich looking interior. There's a sunroof as well on the inside, cup holders, storage space for your phones, and controls, manual controls for the aircon system. You have a touchpad, the trackpad, and storage in the central console. So on the practicality front, the A-Class does have quite a bit, and of course the features that it will come with, like I said, will be the MBUX system. Now let's get into the back seat, the most critical part, and see how that is. So the rear seat of the A-Class, as you can see, the seat base is quite low. Even for someone my height, I am sitting a little knees up. There is place, however, to stretch your legs out in front of the seat in front. So yes, you can get a little more comfortable. Third passenger will have to contend with a rather large central tunnel and the console intruding into the rear space. But on the whole, it feels quite nice and airy. Even though I sit low in the seat, it's not like I feel hemmed in. And as far as leg room goes, you can see that there is enough space over here even for a really tall person. And that coupe-like roofline, which made headroom a little tight in the CLA, well, that's gone, and there's loads of headroom here, as you can see above my head.